fine folks here, Jen and Phil. And you were at our squirrel hunt last weekend?
Yep.
And this weekend, you're here with our saddle hunting meetup / clinic. What do you think so far?
It's awesome.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
What have you learned?
A lot. It's not as hard as it looks.
So, Jen, it's not with horses, right?
There's no horses.
So what's the biggest thing you learned from this? Besides, it's not as hard as you thought it was. You feel safe?
Just trust the equipment. It's
okay.
It's a lot more secure than it feels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how does this compare to, sitting in a normal tree stand with a harness?
It feels like it's a lot more flexible. Like in a tree stand, you're just looking pretty much in one direction and you're kind of stuck. This is kind of makes you feel like you can move around and see everything.
Okay. So, Jen, what do you think?
Yeah, so I agree with Phil. It's learning to trust the equipment is probably the biggest thing. It's definitely more fun than when I climbed a tree as a kid. Yeah.
It's more safer too.
It's much safer. Yeah, it was not tied off though.
Yeah. All right.
As I'm going, I usually have it about right there. So it's kind of not tight, but it's just bringing it up. Okay, now I can sit into it and I can start advancing. So I'm gonna take this. A lot of people use this rope here. I've just gotten away from using it. I just grab the platform itself. You put it right there. Lean into it and fold this one. Alright. Bring this around. Flip tight through it. Now notice I put it a good distance up from here. That way I don't pull it down and hit it. You know what I mean? Now, I'm going to this, seat it, and then I'm going up again. The closer you get, you'll give yourself some slack.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Is that too much for you? If you want to go up another step, that way you kind of are almost stepping down. It might be easier to step up, going straight up.
Yeah, give me that.
Yeah. No, it's very awkward when you're not used to that. It's very awkward.
I guess that's what's freaking me out. Is if I come close, this thing is not.
So kind of hold on, grab the rope, and then just keep it in your hand when you're grabbing on the tree. That way you know it's kind of staying there. So if you kind of just stand straight up from the tree, pull that up a lot higher. And then kind of lean back into it right now. That might make you feel a little bit better. I like to see where your left hand is at. Yeah. I'll keep my hand like that and kind of use the tree to help me pull myself up the next step. That way I know my lineman's not going anywhere. And it's probably a good height right there, even where it was. There you go. Now if you, it's a very uneasy feeling if it's your first time.
You want to give it a try?
The fear is real.
The fear is real. The fear is real.
She's almost 4.5 feet off the ground.
So that was the 2025 first joint saddle hunting meetup with Legend Saddle Gear and Virginia's Department of Wildlife Resources. So they all had a good time. So get out in the outdoors, have some fun, and as Jason always says, keep it simple.